Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. And it's time to talk about Star Wars Acolyte Episode 1 and 2. I'm here with my fellow Sith Lord, Gaz. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Fantastic. So we're going to be reviewing the show for the next few weeks. We're big Star Wars fans, as you might know. And I have to ask you straight off the bat before we start talking about this episode of Breaking Things Down, Gary. What did you think of the first two episodes of Acolyte?
Uh, there were some really good parts, but a lot of really bad parts as well, and that's why I'm a little bit confused about it. Like, just like the really good parts, like I won't get to, but like as I said, it just felt like some of the acting was a little bit wooden, and I thought the main actress, nothing against her, just was a little bit wooden in the way. Like I preferred her when she was one character rather than the other, and I think if they just committed to be one actor, I think that would have been fine rather than this whole duality role thing. But yeah, I thought the first one was fine. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I thought it was fine.
Okay, I agree with you on the wooden acting. I didn't think our protagonist and antagonist, and by the way, spoilers ahead, played by the same actress, is she was okay. But yeah, I was like some of the acting in the show like took me out of the equation, and it did remind me of the prequel era. I spoke about this in my short that the acting was so wooden at times that it reminded me of the prequels, and that might be a good thing for some people. I'm not sure about yourself. How do
I
you
mean,
feel
this is
about it?
supposed to be 100 years before any of it, so this is supposed to be before even the Phantom Menace. This is
Yep,
like what
I
this, and it's like, and to be honest, as I said, that the problem I have with this is that I think I've got an idea what's going to go on, and if it happens, what I think it's just going to be a bland story.
fair enough.
I mean,
Well,
we'll go into our theories, but I've got my theory already planned over my head.
well,
So
I'll say this. I'm going to try and be positive about this show because uh, I did like the fact that when it came to the investigation aspect of it, and the first two episodes are pretty much an investigation. The revelations came very quickly. Like it didn't ponder too long because we kind of got to know quite early on that our antagonist is the twin of the protagonist.
yeah,
And I'm very happy that our Jedi got to know this very early on as well. So now there's no debate and wondering what's going on. We know
yeah,
that there is a person out there killing Jedi. Also, this person wants to kill four Jedi, and we've already got two of the Jedi's killed in the first two episodes. And those two actors, Carrie Ann Moss, who I expected to be in the entire series, they killed her off in the fucking prologue.
mm-hmm.
And I to a degree, I kind of tip my hat to that because I didn't see that coming.
I
I'm
didn't
not
see
sure
that
about
coming.
you.
I didn't see that coming either.
I thought
And
she'd be, yeah,
to be honest with you, like the two Jedi deaths are going to be my positives because they were very, very well done. Like the person who killed the way that she killed Carrie Ann Moss was very clever. Like she was like very nice towards Ted, but then like she like used the force and then she threw it to her because she knew that she would protect her. It's just like that scene alone was like, all right, we're in for a good time here because I thought that scene alone was great and the way that the alien barman and his son, the way that he was acting, I was like, oh my god, I've never really seen that before, and it was just so well done. I thought this is really well done. Like the kind of like martial arts crawling up the walls, but makes sense because it's using the force and stuff like that. I thought this scene alone was brilliant. I don't know what you thought, but I thought the opening scene was just sucked me in a little bit.
the opening scene and the scene where she fights Master Soul, the guy from Squid Games, when she fights those two guys. I had Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon vibes
Yes,
coming from it.
I thought it
Yeah,
was easily some of the best fights I've seen so far. Does the way that she used the force, the way that she used her acrobatics, the way that they used it. I mean, this was just superb.
Wrestling Lowdown says, let's get his comment in. I think when she unmasked her, she knew it was May.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I guess. If she knew there were, I mean, the Jedi she has to kill all seem to be related to um, what happened to her and Ocean. Is that how you pronounce her name? Uh,
Ocean.
yeah. Um, yeah. It happened. What happened to them when they left their home planet? Now, the other actor, by the way, the guy who played the character Tobin, who I think it was awesome. He was just floating there, and he had some sort of force shield that was impenetrable whilst he
Oh,
was meant
that was so brilliant. Just the fact he was just standing there, she's just trying everything to kill the motherfucker. She's literally like throwing knives at him, throwing flaming like swords at him, like trying blasters at him. It's just like this guy's so badass. He's literally there going, boom. It's like anything. It's great. Um,
He, by the way,
yeah,
he was in Game of Thrones. That actor. They made him look a lot older than what he is. The guy's still a
mm.
young man. He was a child actor in Game of Thrones, and yeah, he played the king. He played Joffrey's brother. I
Oh,
forgot the
yeah,
name.
I remember.
Yeah, um,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
He was the one who jumped out the window. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, that's yeah. As I said, the positive is for we'll go to casting first, but the positive is the actor from, as you said, Squid Games. He's so fucking good at this.
yeah.
He's like he every time he's on screen, it's like, can we have more of him? He's like, because like he has this sort of like really somber tone, but kind of like has this sort of like badass presence whenever he turns up in anything. It's just like, can we have more of him? It's like fuck all these other characters. I want more of this guy, like because he has this sort of like calm, quiet, like sort of like and like you can feel that he has like a love for ocean and stuff like that. And the thing is, he doesn't say it, and like, but his eyes say it and stuff like that. The only problem is that his Padawan was doing my fucking head in. Her acting was wooden as fuck, and it's so jarring. Like his acting is so great, and hers is just like, oh yes, sir, master, I want to do this. And I mean, the way I just delivered it had more emotion than what she does.
Yeah, I agree. Also, we had the character of Yord, who was another Jedi Knight.
Yes,
Now, we saw him earlier on with a Padawan of his own,
yes.
and next thing you know, his fucking Padawan's no longer there anymore. Like, hopefully, we'll figure out what happened to her because she just seemed to disappear. I like Daphne Keen character too, uh, Jackie Lon. She
Yes,
played, I can't I can't recognize her. Daphne. Yeah, I know she's in the credits. She played. Oh, she played the bold woman, the green woman.
yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that green woman.
That was
Yeah,
such a cool information. That was such a cool exchange. She's going, I can feel how much you feel for her and how much it is and stuff like that. It's just like, bloody hell, the Jenna are actually talking about love and like friendship and like very strong feelings and love. And so it's like, look at that. Where was it? I mean, this is where I was like really intrigued, like how much he feels for her. It's like, just great. As I said, like there's enough good stuff in this that I want to continue. I will say that.
oh, she
Also,
played. Okay, okay. She played X-23. Yeah. Okay, I remember. She played the white alien Padawan. What, the one with the English accent? No, that can't be her. Nah, her acting was terrible. If that was the case. Yeah, but anyway, go on. Sorry, boss man.
no, I'll just say that. Yeah, as I said, that I'll do the positives first. Like I loved him. I loved the main guy in it. I, I loved the kind of like the mystery story element. I loved the like how it started with the awesome fight. I loved everything else. As I said, it's just that the wooden acting took me out of it. The kind of like the stupidity of the flaming escape was just moronic. Oh, we're going to talk about escaping. All right, you're going to like, help me escape. No, we're just gonna leave it there. Jedi keeper killer. It's like, yeah, you suddenly grew morals when you just very nearly enough crashing the ship and killing a bunch of people.
So let me quickly get to the comment. Derpy Entertainment says, I felt great disturbance in the fandom, as if millions of fans suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened. That is so cryptic the way he wrote that. I don't know what he's trying to say to you, but
he's going what flaming unwanted. But I will say, yeah, so that's the good stuff. It's just that the bad stuff is just the escape, the fame wooden acting, the fact that there's just like certain actors as soon as they come on screen, I was like the worst
well,
one. The worst.
you had that fat Padawan, like I think to myself, look at this guy, he looks more like Friar Tuck's, played, like in the Fountain of Youth, not even younger brother or younger son or anything. Like this is if they ever did, Robin Hood, and Friends as kids, and you had young Friar Tuck, that fat fucking Padawan would be him. I think to myself, mate, how the fuck can someone of your girth be a goddamn Padawan? But fair enough, he is. Um, you could tell this show was filmed in England or the United Kingdom.
Yeah, all the English accents.
Or so many of the extras were played by English people, and this is the thing now, because I would like maybe some of these other actors and actresses try an accent here or there, like something different, not an American accent, but try an accent. Like Soul, obviously being a Korean actor, the actor who plays him, Lee Jung Hye. He has a unique tone of voice. It'd be nice to hear different tones of voices.
Yeah, so what I hear somebody do like Irish, doing like
an Italian accent.
There. We're going to use the force, so we are.
Why not? Why not? No, but just
like some Geordie, like some Scottish fella,
no, but I'm talking like you can have a French sounding accent. You can have a Russian, Eastern European type of accent. Or South American Latin accents. You can have you need to vary it up, because now I've always said there's nothing worse than everyone sounding the same, and
yes,
which has been my issue with Star Trek, because Star Trek is supposed to represent Earth, but nearly everyone in every fucking spaceship is a goddamn fucking American, and now here, apart from our main cast, everyone sounds fucking British, and it's the same vibes. I mean, Randy or Michael Fawley here says, the man, how everyone's doing. Fine, thanks, mate. Just talking about the latest episode of Star Wars Acolyte, episodes 1 and 2. If you like your Star Wars, it's definitely worth watching.
The weapons dealer or whatever he was, that guy.
The guy who works in the apothecary.
Yeah, he did my fucking nut, and he was a terrible actor.
I didn't mind him too much. He was supposed to be a bit creepy, and I thought
he wasn't a creepy part. He's just a terrible actor. It's like
I thought he did
everything.
He
was a bit William Shatner-esque. I mean, like everything he talked about was talk like this. I talked to this is that tongue. I want to see because I think I like the ocean, and I might like hey. I don't know what I need to carry on. That's exactly how he talked. It's just like, have you gone to the William Shatner School of Acting? It's just like, yeah. As I said, he was fine, and then what else was it? As I said,
let me, if I could just add in there, like when it came to the beginning of this episode, and we saw the character of Indara, played by Carrie-Anne Moss, getting killed off, and then we see the same actress wake up in a bed. I thought to myself, okay, she's got a double life here.
It's a nightmare.
Or not necessarily nightmare. No, not a nightmare, but she's pretending to work on this ship, and she's cool because one of her friends asked her, "What were you doing in the night on your day off?" And she was being very cryptic about it, and then that made me think to myself, okay, she on the day off she used it to kill fucking Indara, but that wasn't the case. We kind of find out obviously that she is a good person who's just not part of the Federation anymore, and she's not Federation, being all Star Trek here, a part of the fucking Jedi Order anymore, and then it became quite relevant early on, which I'm very happy to have explained to us, and we could move on from that. That yeah, this person is a twin, and if you look at the logo for Star Wars Acolyte, it shows the O has two O's, a dark O and a light O, obviously representing Ocean and May. So anyway, let's get to the comments here. I had to learn English for this role. The Asian master from Squid Game. Oh, really?
Yeah.
He actually learned English
Yes.
for this role. I mean, his English is fucking great.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Systems. Welcome to the stream, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way he spoke English, I thought he knew how to speak English overall.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
So did I. I mean, like just the way his tone, his everything. As I said, he was for me the best character in this show. It's like, can we have more of him? It's
yeah.
it's like I just want like solo adventures of this guy. It's just like
Fine, thank you, mate. Hope you've seen the episodes 1 and 2 of Star Wars Acolyte on Disney Plus.
But I will say I'm going to make some predictions now.
Go on.
Okay, it's going to turn out that the Jedi Masters were behind whatever happened to their family. I'm just going to put that into the world. That is what's going to happen. I just have a feeling with everything going on, that's going to be the dark secret. That's going to be revealed or some sort of shit. That does just something like that. That's the reason that she's got revenge. That they blamed her for what they did.
Well, the character of Tobin openly sacrificed himself after he woke up from his meditation, and obviously he was in a trance because he wanted to hide. And he woke up from his meditation because he knew he did something wrong, and which is why he killed himself. Um, I haven't watched them yet. I haven't heard them much about them until 2 weeks ago.
It is an Andor. I'd probably say it's. Sam, are you all right? Sam? Yeah, it's not as good as Andor, which is like the high water mark. But I would say it's probably at the moment for me, it's better than Ahsoka, which was probably my second favorite. So I'll probably say it's probably my second favorite at the moment. But I need to see where it's going. I mean, as I said, if they could cut out most of the wooden acting, get that guy there to do what he's doing at the moment, and get the ocean to have like kind of like a semi romance going on, I'd be behind that.
I don't want any goddamn romance. I don't need a romance personally.
Just because the way that those two are acting towards each other, you can sort of sense that's
really.
Sort of yeah.
No, look. She needs to focus on getting her sister, and you can tell by the end of episode 2 that she really had an issue with her sister, because it seems that her sister
with the firing the gun.
Firing the gun, but she also mentioned that her sister killed basically her entire family, with her stupidity at a young age, and so obviously she wants to get her. Whether that leads her down to a dark path or not. Now, if you can see, by the way, and I'm going to just remove us from the screen. But if you look at the Star Wars Acolyte picture we have right now, there is a picture of the Sith character. Do you see him? He's right above your head, boss man.
Right. Okay. The one in the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's stupid because I love the fact that we don't actually see him. We just see like him and like in shadow and stuff like that. I like that. The fact that showing is kind of bad, I think.
I have okay, so we don't have a proper reveal of him yet, because he's obviously wearing a mask. So that's one good thing. He did tell May that, look, you have to kill a Jedi unarmed. Now she has 2 more chances doing that. I don't know why she has to do that, because Jedi's to kill a Jedi is not an easy thing to do. Now, I like the way she killed Indara by making her save the old man in the bartender, so to speak, and using that as a distraction to kill her with that dagger. And obviously, she guilt tripped that Tobin character to take the poison. Now she's got 2 more Jedi to kill. Now the next Jedi to kill, and I think she'll be successful, is the Wookiee Jedi we saw at the end of episode 2.
Bloody hell! So, that was scary. Just watching him just go, because like Wookiees is scary anyway. And just watching him just go, I was like, oh my god.
Part of the Sith trials. Yeah, but in the comic, Vader ended up, he had to kill he had to kill a Jedi without a lightsaber, and he had to end up so he could kill the Jedi however he can, but he had to do it without a lightsaber. So if he used any other weapon, it's all good. Like if he stabbed him or threw rocks at him or whatever, But I know what you're on about regarding that particular Jedi. He was one of many Jedi's who escaped Order 66. Yeah, it is part of the Sith trials. So
Yeah,
yeah, but so as I was saying, but regarding that Wookiee, he's next on the chopping block. He will be killed, unfortunately. He is a Jedi Wookiee as well. They mentioned his name.
I never got
He's one
caught
of
on
the and he's on that forest planet as well. So, but then the final Jedi will be the character of Soul, and we'll see what happens with him. And then there's obviously the revelation of that Sith Lord, which we saw at the end of episode 1. Now, in my opinion, it should be or could be Darth Plagueis.
Could be. 100 years, maybe it could be before that.
Well, he's an alien, Darth Plagueis. He's not human. He's a moon. I think he's called a moon. That's the name of the character. And moons, because he's not human, he could live for a long time. So, yeah. Sorry, I already mentioned that. So, yeah, that could be the case. So, I'm just guessing here because I think maybe I think now we had the Darth Plagueis name drop in Revenge of the Sith. I
Mm-hmm.
think this could be a way of paying it off. As a prequel, as a prequel Easter egg. Um, just a guess,
I don't know.
this could be like a period in Darth Plagueis's early years as a Sith Lord, where he's trying to find an apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
And I've read the book about Darth Plagueis and how he gets Palpatine to be his apprentice, but he did try to look for other apprentices before Palpatine, and they failed. Palpatine became his main apprentice because he was already always he was he was always a dark person, so to speak. So anyway, I mean, that's just a guess.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got already 4 more episodes left of this short particular series. It should be a one and done. Regarding that, I was a bit concerned because I wanted to focus more on the Sith. We are focusing a little bit on both, not necessarily the Sith, but this acolyte, the Sith
Mm-hmm.
Lord himself or herself. We don't know who the Sith Lord is. Um, they have still yet to reveal themselves, and I'm sure that's going to be some massive twist later down the line when they do. If everything is supposed to go according to where it should do regarding the prequels, then the revelation of the Sith Lord means that a lot of these characters are going to die, if
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, and as I said, like if that happens, that's fine. It's because hopefully that leads into like the New Republic or the Old Republic era or the High Republic era. Like, and that's what an era that does not tie into the flaming Skywalker saga.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ, this guy is only halfway through season 2 of The Mandalorian,
yeah, yeah.
and
As
he
I said,
still
like,
has have to go through and okay.
okay, but I reckon we're gonna. Well, I reckon one episode is gonna be a flashback episode to what happened on that planet. It's almost certain going to happen.
A flashback episode.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. I think an entire flashback or
I'm hoping that
moments of
I'm
flashback.
hoping that this character doesn't die because I want more of him. And said, but I think you're right. I think that everyone's going to die in this particular series. I think everyone's going to
And,
cloak it.
and not only is everyone going to die, but the Sith are going to come out victorious as well. They have to, because they have to continue, in order for what ends up happening down the line, because it's a rule of two, isn't it, at the moment with the Sith?
Yeah,
So
I hate the rule
yeah,
too.
yeah, it was the most stupidest thing that they ever did, which is why everyone loves the Old Republic era when there was an abundance of Sith and there was an abundance of
Yes,
Jedi.
and that's when if they're going to do a new series, that's what they should do. Or Republic era. They do loads of the fuckers, have it where there's like maybe loads of people going out there fighting them, stuff like that. There's also like
Well, look,
intrigue, making Game of Thrones set in Star Wars. There you go.
I'm 100% with you, but I don't have any faith in Disney doing it the right way. No faith at all.
I
If
don't
you
either.
want, if you want somebody to do Game of Thrones, Star Wars, which AKA is the Old Republic era, and you got 5,000 years to play with, by the way, so you can just choose a nice period in time. You can do a whole bunch of different series at different eras. It's such a beautiful period to use. You need to this sort of show needs to be done on FX or HBO Max or Showtime. You know, like this this is not Disney because it needs to be dark.
Yeah,
It needs
you
to
need to have like limbs cut off. You need to have like people coming back with flaming new metallic suits. You need to have like monstrous, funny monsters. We need to have flaming people getting flaming portrayed. And even if in Jedi, you need to be able to betray people and not be a Sith, right?
but
Uh,
regarding the Sith as well, they are so dastardly, and now I want to use that word. You know that if it can and if you comic book it or you play stupid like tones with it, you're just not going to do them justice. You know,
no,
I'm happy with the show. It's trying to take itself seriously.
yeah,
I
I agree.
give it that. I give it that. It's taking
Yes,
itself seriously.
yes,
But there's some things I also don't like the musical score. It wants to be John Williams so badly, but sometimes the melodies don't necessarily complement what I'm watching on screen.
yeah. It sounds like somebody did a really bad impression of John Williams.
And it's fair enough because honestly, those tones are the only tones you can use, in my opinion, for this type of stuff. I'm okay with it, but sometimes maybe just not do any music. You know,
Or,
just
or
not
get,
like Andor, how Andor does it without music, which was great. Hello,
well,
Daniel Vance.
Well, for me, you should get somebody who knows how to do it. Like, I don't know, get Trent Reznor or somebody like that. Get somebody who is an actual musician and knows how to do this properly. They'll be able to bring like a new twist to everything. Look, you're never going to be able to replace John Williams because John Williams basically just was the master at this sort of stuff. But
John Williams and Hans Zimmer. I mean, Hans Zimmer is in my opinion John Williams' successor, but Hans Zimmer is a different style altogether. You know, but there's nobody who can come close to John Williams when it comes to his style. Nobody. And at this moment in time, there are people who could pull out a rabbit from a hat and give us a fantastic score here or there on a handful of occasions. But to copy John Williams' style, only John Williams could do it, and the fucker's 90. So there's no chance that John Williams
he's
is doing
retired.
it. He's retired as well, and you can't expect a 90-year-old to keep coming out with fresh tunes that
Yeah,
accompany the stuff. Yeah,
Vance has this fantastic point here. Yeah, the camera work on this was shit. I don't know who Disney got to film this, but they were film. It looks like high, like university college level. It felt like a gorilla, but I think that might have been on purpose on Vance to give them credit. I think that sort of gorilla feel was to make it feel more action orientated, but given that they were going for sort of kung fu feel, like karate, martial art movie feel. Did you feel like that as well, time on mind?
yeah. As I said earlier, there's moments I got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon vibes
Yeah,
from some of
yeah,
the martial arts scenes. But
yeah,
yeah, I did still feel like some of the cinematography and camera work wasn't that great. The guy called Kevin Kleiner.
yeah. And I think this is where it could have done with somebody who's familiar with
Oh,
doing
he did.
martial art
Sorry,
films.
sorry, sorry. He did the score for Rebels animated. Oh, he's not the cinematographer. He's the guy who did the music. Okay, fair enough.
So if what I would do if I was doing one of these, I'd get the guy who did the John Wick movies. He knows how to frame shots. He knows how to frame action shots. He knows how to do sort of kinetic, sort of like energy. Get him to do this sort of stuff. And as I
Yeah,
said, I agree with you. It's very. It wants to be a martial arts movie, and martial arts movies have incredible cinematography.
yeah, and even like the guys who did I thought the Book of Boba Fett soundtrack wasn't great, but it wasn't shit entirely. I thought the main score wasn't great. I wasn't necessarily happy with it. But obviously, what they did with the Mandalorian was very good.
Yeah.
And at times, what they did with Andor, even though I don't recall, it seemed good. Even though um, I thought the music was kept at a minimum, and it was done on purpose to not to, in a way, give you a different vibe. And I really thought this could have been the same, but they wanted to make it feel like it's part of the the film series with with that music. It just didn't work for me. I thought it was really poorly
Well,
emulated in how they added it to the
they,
scenes.
they could have had it Orient or Asian influenced, where it sounds more Asian, more Korean, sort of like that sort of style. And they didn't do that. They just went, well, let's just do John Williams again. And to me, it didn't fit the sort of like tone they were going for. It's kind of, I think if they got the musical tone right, that could have helped the series a lot more than it did.
I personally wish they went for a darker tone,
I agree with you.
More Sith tones, because this is a Sith series. I laughed so hard at Carrie Ann Moss's death. They sold her name so hard in the marketing, only for her. Yeah, I was shocked by it. Daniel, I
Yeah.
said
And
it
it was
like,
just, yeah, I'm with you.
and I actually tipped my hat. Well, look, she's in the marketing right now. She's in the picture behind this. But I tip my hat to them for doing that bait and switch. It's a good bait and switch. Sometimes the bait and switches are bad. This was a good one because
It's surprising.
oh, you shouldn't have joined this, dude. This is you shouldn't have joined this, man. It's all full on spoilers ahead, mate. It's trying to keep you out the loop. Um, but yeah, but at least you saw episode. Well, you saw episode one. At least you know Carrie Ann Moss is dead. So that
Yeah,
was
but we'll try to keep the smallest number two low for you.
okay.
Um,
Well, I think we should wrap things up
I
now.
agree.
I think we've kind of spoken enough about this particular first couple of episodes, giving us not necessarily more what we're talking about regarding the source material. It's here, there, and everywhere at this moment, and I am looking forward to episode 3 when we come across that Jedi Wookiee. That's going to be pretty cool, in my opinion. But I was just like the video short I did earlier today. I'm more talking about how I feel about what I'm watching, my opinions on the score, the visual effects, which I thought were good. I thought the sets were very good as well. The costumes were very good. I don't want to forget all of these things. Um, so those were obviously positive. I thought our main characters acted well, but I thought the supporting cast were awful, awful. And considering they're
Would
British actors and actresses, they should put those boards back on
rather,
Shaftesbury Avenue because they're so fucking wooden. All these they got the worst British actors and actresses to
yeah,
play the supporting
the
cast in
so
this.
wooden. There's one of the rather from the school that they just came out of.
Yeah, yeah, killed. Yeah, well, I mean, as we said earlier, the fact that she died at the beginning was a good surprise because
No,
nobody expected
I'm
that.
actually with Gito there because she was so heavy in the marketing. But say that though, but it was a surprise. So and so you could do, but
Because it could have been cliche, like, oh, that dastardly assassin got away. We'll get her next time, and then you see her in all these other things. I'm glad in a way that it wasn't cliched like that. The assassin did her job. She wasn't useless. The assassin killed a fucking Jedi, a really good Jedi by the looks of things, and a Jedi master at that, and then killed the other one as well in the next episode. Oh, sorry, should have said that. Sorry about that. Um, so I'm okay with that because some things could be cliche that she felt the acolyte failed their mission, and I'm glad the acolyte didn't fail their mission. I'm glad they completed it, and if it meant Carrie Ann Moss dying and us not getting the luxury of this amazing actress being in the rest of the series, then so be it. Maybe, as Bossman said, we might see her in the flashback. There's a possibility of that. We might get more of her in that particular sense. Anyway, let's mark the episode. We're going to mark each of them individually. What are you going to give episode 1, guys?
out of 10, I'll give it a solid 5.
I'm gonna give episode one a. I'm gonna give episode one a 6, and I'll mark episode two as well. I'm also gonna give episode two a 6. Um, I want to give this show a better score, but then I'll be biased. But I really want this show to work. You know, everything. Even though I'm not the biggest advocate for Disney, I want their shit to work. Sorry, what's the episode? What's episode two for you, Boss Man?
Episode 2, I'll give a 6. Well, I'll give it a 6. It was a little bit better, but as I said, the best thing about it is that guy. If it wasn't for him, it'd probably get a lower score than I'm giving it at the moment. He's the
Character
thing
soul.
elevating it. Yeah, he's the one elevating it. Yeah,
I'm gonna.
I mean,
So
Chio's going pretty hard on this fucking series. Look at that, for
yeah,
3.
I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read the comments on. Not okay. He wasn't happy with the bait and switch on that particular one. Fair enough. I'm still on the train. It's okay. It's getting a footing. It's better than Obi-Wan. Everything's better than Obi-Wan do. I give that the main character being a black woman with two mothers. What? But I could. Oh God. Um, I could hear a million neckbeards exploding from their woke overload. Um, Sorry, I apologize. That is a tracker. Let me just get rid of that right now.
It's a tracker from Alien.
Yeah. Um, I hope she is the Sith Master. As I said, I'm not saying episode two when it said next episode. I said, nah, dog, I'm good. Episode one, a 3 out of 10. He he didn't like it at all. Um, I did give them both a 5. Let's see where it goes. I'm hoping so too. But as I said earlier, before you guys joined, the investigation aspect of it wasn't insulting our intelligence, and it wasn't making our Sith our Jedi protagonists look stupid. They figured things out very early on that we have twins, and twins have always played a significant part in Star Wars, whether it be Legends with Jason and Jacinta, obviously, um, uh, Luke and Leia, now these two, as well as a couple of Mel twins who are part of the Old Republic games as well. So twins are something that's always going to be Star Warsy, and this time around we have a good twin and a bad twin, and I'm sure at one point they're going to go at it. 7 out of 10 for Wrestling Lowdown, much more appreciated. For me, I'm aware the show starts off strong and then declines. Hopefully, I thought it was the other way around. Personally, I
I
thought
agree.
I thought it started off a bit weak. Not saying that the opening scene was weak. I think some of the stuff afterwards was a little bit weak. Um, but I think it's getting better. I'm hoping it's getting better. But once again, like when it comes to some of this dark material, this is where Disney are not in their ballpark. This is the sort of shit they are not able to do very well.
Great.
This is the sort of stuff that needs to be being given to more serious networks, which does dark material. This sort of source material very well, like the HBOs and your
FX.
FX and your Showtimes. Uh, I'll watch episode 2 tonight and give it a shot. I want it to be good. Okay, I have to get back to work. Okay, take care, Cheeto. And then he wants to cheers, cousin Cheeto. Okay, so excuse me. That is our review of episode 1 and 2, Electric Boogaloo. Let us know what you guys think out there. We don't care about certain aspects of it that might be an issue for other people. We are very fair. I'm not going to even bring those up because we all know what those are regarding red pill YouTubers and incels and stuff like that. We don't want to go there. We are judging it solely on what matters the most: the stories, the acting performances, and stuff like that. We don't care who's in front of our camera, as long as it all works relatively well, and that's what matters the most to us. And if it's not that great, then it's not that great. If it's good, it's good. If it's in between, it's in between. I'm personally at the in between moment. I think so is Gaz. A few others in our comment sections don't like it that much, while some people do. So regardless of all of that, we're going to find out what's going to happen in the upcoming episodes. I'm pretty sure all of us are going to stick with it. There's only 6 episodes. There's revelations that need to come. We're going to get to all of that. Can't wait to talk about it as well. So we'll be back here next week here at NerdTube, the greatest YouTube channel you never heard of. And thank you, guys. And thank you all out there. And remember the name, motherfuckers, NerdTube.